The man just waved hello, but the old man mistook it as them having something to say, so he hurried to open the window. However, no one could have anticipated what happened next. In just an instant, he was killed by the falling snow. At that moment, his wife inside noticed something was wrong. She was about to wake the old man, but she too died silently at the windowsill. Watching this loving couple die because of them, everyone felt deeply guilty. The man then thought of his ex-wife and daughter. The disaster had struck not long ago. He'd been playing cards all night with some old friends, which was why he was lucky enough to witness the disaster unfold. But his family, still asleep at home, probably had no idea. And his daughter had a habit of going for morning runs. He had to get home before sunrise. His friends suggested making him a protective suit. The so-called protective suit was nothing more than layering several waterproof jackets, with plastic bags wrapped around his feet, gloves on his hands, and gaps sealed with duct tape, just to be safe. His friend also told him to bring a shotgun, but the man didn't think it was necessary. Finally, he put on a filter mask and was ready to head out. But just then, someone blocked his way. He was an outsider to their circle. Even during the card game earlier, he could only sit and watch from the sidelines.
Don't talk if you're not playing. You know that rule.
Now with disaster at hand, he wanted the only mask the man had. Facing the gun barrel, his friend wasn't the least bit intimidated. He knew there was no round in the chamber, so he snatched the shotgun right back. The man instantly backed down. Everyone looked at him with contempt. Soon they made it to the basement on the first floor. With his friend's encouragement, Jack, the protagonist, strode boldly outside. He reached out his hand. Snowflakes landed on his clothing. Jack felt nothing unusual. It seemed the makeshift protective suit his friends had put together actually worked. Since neither phones nor cars were working, he had no choice but to walk the 5 kilometers to his ex-wife's place. The streets were littered with bodies. They had no visible wounds, no expressions of pain on their faces either. No one could have imagined that snow would suddenly fall in the middle of a scorching June, much less believe that these snowflakes were here to claim lives. Just then, Jack heard a whistle. He thought it was a survivor calling out, but when he turned around, there was no one behind him. He began to wonder if something was wrong with his eyesight. Finally, he found the source of the sound. It was an electrician who had died while on the job.